Hey guys, we're back and we're continuing with the NBA. We're moving on to the Lakers right now, getting swept by the Mavs. Now, thoughts on this? Perhaps you can take this first.
That was excellent, especially that last game.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Nice I thought it was excellent too.
Nice 30-plus point victory. I mean, obviously, everyone knows. I mean, none of we don't like the Lakers. I mean, Celtics, Bruins. I got my Sox hat on just for the show.
I do not like the Lakers. No.
I mean, just 9 of 10 for Terry.
Yeah.
From three. 32 points, and then Stoy coming in with 21, Barea with 22, even after getting the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
In game 2, Artest nails him. Bynum nails him.
How much of a douche
right in the end on the shirt.
He just takes his elbow and just boom, and then
should have heard
all over.
You should have heard the announcers.
Yeah,
the announcers were like, "That's awful. That's terrible."
You hear his excuse after the game? He said, "Oh, I kept on scoring on us. I had to do something.
I had to do something, so I'll let him score." But you know what? I'll throw his elbow right inside of his chest. But I mean, it was just awful. This is a decimation of an entire franchise.
Down goes the Lakers, and down goes their championship hopes, I think.
At least we won one game. The Celtics at least won one.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, facing
the Celtics
look supposedly
Celtics could have taken that.
The Celtics lost with class. The Lakers lost absolutely terribly. And I think Kobe said, "All right, you know what? We're not done. We're going to win one of these games." I think that was like a Peter Laviolette moment. I thought that was bad.
We will take one in Boston.
You got the sixth man.
How was that?
In Lamar Odom, sixth man of the year, and Kobe, and then you got Bynum in the middle. Supposedly supposed to be the future.
How? What an awful series.
Pau Gasol. Well, actually, the sad thing is, I felt like he was the only one scoring.
Oh, I thought he was horrible in that series.
I felt like he was the only one scoring at the end, though. Like everyone was doing awful.
But
Ryan could get a shot if his life depended on it, and just Bynum just getting angry. And Artest was bricking a lot of shots too. They were all off, like together.
Yeah. Would you agree with this? Is Dirk Nowitzki is the most underrated superstar in any sport?
I don't know about that.
I think
he might be a little overrated.
Really?
A little bit.
Dirk?
Not much.
I think
a little bit because everyone talks about him.
Yeah.
You want to think about underrated? I think Zach Randolph. He's in.
Oh
Memphis.
yeah, but he's not a superstar.
Tennessee, 8 seed.
I'm saying
he's becoming a superstar.
Well, actually, last show we had the question who is the most underrated player, and I picked Zach Randolph. So obviously, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I just don't put Zach Randolph as there as a superstar. But it's back to the series. I think Dallas really showed that they have the guts. I think they're very hungry. I think the fans are all energetic. They want this badly. Possibly 06 rematch against Miami.
They'll smoke them this.
Dallas?
This time, yes.
Yeah, I think Dallas is a little old, but I think Dirk has a little bit more jump in his step here.
The great thing is, with Dirk, then you have the big three for them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to obviously make Dirk look bad, except I think he's got the huge advantage over Chris Bosh.
Yeah.
I think he's one of the most overrated
But that's overrated.
But I mean, I'm just saying, though, you got like Barea, Stoy, and Terry.
Yeah.
If they all do their part off the bench, you just cancel them out completely.
Speaking of underrated, how underrated is Rick Carlisle to come back and knock down
Carey's look-alike?
The championship? I think that was an unbelievable display of coaching right there. I think Rick Carlisle did a great job motivating his team, and frankly an old team, to really get back and try to be a championship contender. I think with Dirk, with Jason Kidd, with Jason Terry, with J.J. Barea, I think they're a very solid team. You look at, like you said, with Stojakovic. And doing all this without Gerard Butler, who's been hurt.
I know.
They're a very, very solid team.
You kind of wish you did have him if they are facing the Heat.
But yeah, as far as that series goes, the Lakers, I think they might be officially done. And I think Dallas is still on the rise.
I want to say something quick. You want to talk about underrated? Talk about Jason Terry. I mean, he's won the sixth man of the year before. I mean, it's like, and then it kind of makes the Lakers like look bad in a way. Odom doing like not much at all in the series, and then you got Terry, Mr. Behind the sixth man, doing all this work, saying, "Hey, I don't need the award. I'm going to do this in the playoffs when it counts."
Yeah, and tying Kenny the Jet Smith. I think that was a tremendous performance by Jason Terry. But we got to move on.
I know it's pretty a lot of good stuff to say right now. But very quick, what do you think the Lakers' future is?
I think their future is not looking good. I think they're still going to be a contender for the next couple of years. But I think their future is not good. I think they're much like the Celtics. If the Celtics go back with the big three, they're still going to be a contender. But they're not. They're definitely not going to win the championship. unless they start blowing up the team. And I think with Phil Jackson leaving, I think this is a perfect opportunity for the Lakers to blow up the team. I think Pau Gasol is available. I think obviously Kobe's not going to be traded, but maybe trade Pau Gasol, maybe trade Andrew Bynum for a guy like Dwight Howard.
That's not going to happen. It's just for him.
Well, where else is Dwight Howard going to go? If he's not going to go to Boston or LA, where's he going to
go? Stay in Orlando. You said he likes Orlando so much.
He does. That's
a big city, like you were saying earlier too.
But yeah, I don't think the Lakers' future is looking at.
I agree with you, but you still got Kobe and Bynum.
Yeah,
and you got Odom.
Let's briefly.
So I mean, and you still got Steve Blake. I like him. He's pretty good.
But, yeah,
he's really not gonna step at all.
let's very briefly talk about Phil Jackson and his legacy.
Yeah,
great. Didn't he have 3 3-peats?
Well, yeah.
But I mean, let's take this into perspective. He has had 2 of the greatest teams ever coaching the Bulls and the Lakers. But I think Phil Jackson goes down as one of the best coaches ever. You know, you put him up there with a John Wooden, you put him up there with a Vince Lombardi, Bill Belichick. I think is right there. I think Phil Jackson with Red Auerbach is the best coach ever to be in the NBA. Yeah. Either 1, 2. I don't know. I think he might be a little bit better than Red Auerbach. But I think Phil Jackson, great coach, great guy, very underrated guy. I think he's definitely the best coach ever.
And a guy definitely to be able to deal with alter egos.
Yeah,
the whole entire Jordan team.
Jordan Pippen doing that. Kobe, Shaq, they're knocking that down. And to keep on, with Pau Gasol and Kobe, like you said. I think that was a tremendous job, tremendous career by Phil Jackson, and to do it with 2 different teams almost equivalently, I think that says a lot.
You underlooked that it's like, it's like 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you're disappointed you didn't get 3-peats. Like you still won 2 years in a row with the Lakers. So,
I absolutely hate the guy, but I have a tremendous respect for him. Similar like a Joe Torre from the Yankees. I think he was a great coach too. But I think Phil Jackson is definitely.
Obviously in there, yes.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the West. The Thunder are up 3-2 on the Grizzlies. I would have never expected this. But
if you came into the beginning of the season and said, okay, Oklahoma City versus Memphis.
Yeah, okay, all right. Now, do you think the Grizzlies have a chance?
I think they definitely do. The problem is they need Randolph to stop taking dumb shots.
Oh, there you go.
He went like 2 for 13 in one game when they lost. I mean, you can't. And the problem with the free throws. The two of the games that they lost, they were shooting under 70% from the free throw line. You can't do that and expect to win a game against a rising team with the Westbrook and Durant with the Oklahoma City Thunder. And another thing with the defense from Collison, especially in an overtime game, he stepped up big time when they needed him. The problem was with Memphis, you already had 2 players that fouled out. I'm pretty sure it was like Conley, and there was someone else who fouled out that was pretty important. And then it's just down from there. No, it wasn't. No? I don't think it was.
I forget.
It was, I think Allen might have. It might have been Allen. He might have had 5. But I mean, Collison stepping up on D at the end there, really big time, like stopping Gasol. Mm-hmm. And Randolph especially, when he was trying to do ridiculous shots at the end of the game. I don't know what he was trying to do in that game. But I mean, the key is really, they had 12 straight free throw shots. They made 20 straight free throw shots in one game. And I think it was an overtime game, actually. And that kept them in it. Except the problem was, you got these people fouling out, and I think that was just a draining game. But, I mean, the key to this is more make your free throws. I mean, the problem is if you got a guy like Tony Allen at the line shooting free throws, he's not going to really do that great. But, I mean, it's the free throws and the fact that they're just getting completely outplayed in the outside perimeters, too, I think.
Good stuff. That was good. But I mean, I think the big thing is Thunder. I have to disagree a little bit. I think the Thunder are too talented. Russell Westbrook is taking more shots than Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he seems like he's trying to.
Yeah, he is. And I think that they're really taking advantage of that matchup against Mike Conley. I think that they have a severe advantage there with Russell Westbrook. He's just too athletic for Mike Conley, who's a very good player to stop. I think Russell Westbrook is having a monster series. And for the Thunder to be down, was it 2-0 or 2-1?
The Thunder were down 2-1.
2-1. Yes. Yeah, and come back to 3-2 without Kevin Durant playing his best ball. I think when Kevin Durant starts hitting down those shots and being the top 5 player in the game that he is, I think the Thunder will easily win. I think they're going to win this game 6. And I think by that, with the defense of Perk, with the defense of Serge Ibaka and Thabo Sefolosha, to shut down their big guys and having Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook right there, I think they're too tough to stop, and that's why they are championship.
And the other problem for the Memphis is when you got, you got like 2 or 3 players getting single digits. Sometimes.
I just think they're playing a little over their head.
I
mean, realistically, I mean, they're just on paper, they're just not that good. I just can't see them being the.
I'll give them a chance. I'll say they win this game, and I don't know, Game 7 we'll see.
It's a toss-up. I'll say the Thunder win Game 6.
I like the Grizzlies. I'm going to go out there and go with the Grizzlies. I want them to win.
I do too, actually.
All right, going back east, the Bulls will face the Heat. And do you think Miami is the clear-cut favorite to win after the beatdown of the Celtics?
Yes, it's going to be suffocation on Derrick Rose from the Miami Heat because their big 3 is too much. Well, I mean, the big 2 and whatever.
2.5.
Chris Bosh, whatever.
Yeah, 2.5.
And I think it's going to be too much for them. I mean, especially Derrick Rose. I mean, he's not going to be putting up 40 points.
That's everybody.
The problem is, like, if he's facing the Hawks, okay, he'll get 30, 40 points. I don't think he's getting his 30 to 40 points now. Or maybe he will because there'll be no one else to step up for him. Because maybe, the thing is, Boozer's the key to this. Boozer needs to outplay Bosh. And then you also need players like, I can't think.
Luol Deng.
Yeah, Luol Deng. Deng to come in and play, get like his 20 points.
Yeah.
Noah, that's who I was thinking.
Yeah.
Noah, but I mean, Rose can't be alone in the series, and if he is, there's no possible way he's gonna take this team like Reggie Miller could take Indiana to a finals.
I'm gonna have to disagree. I think the Heat, their championship was to beat the Celtics. I think to knock down the Celtics, I think that took some major guts and determination. They took them down. If you look at the Heat, they've had to play the Sixers, who were basically nothing, and then they had to play the Celtics. That takes a lot of mental drain from your body right there. Yeah. And I think looking at the Bulls, they haven't played their best basketball, but they've only had to play Indiana, who we thought that was going to be destroyed. And they won in 5. That was a solid series. And now just playing the Hawks, I think they looked past the Hawks. And I think once they start playing the Heat, I think they're going to be motivated. And I think who can stop Dwayne Wade and LeBron James better come playoff time than Tom Thibodeau? And when he was with the Celtics, when Tom Thibodeau was with the Celtics, he was a defensive mastermind to stop LeBron James, to stop Dwayne Wade. Anytime Dwayne Wade faced the Celtics in the playoffs, he was absolutely dominated.
We're talking about Dwayne Wade on the Heat, LeBron James on the Cavs.
But I think if anybody can stop him as a coach, just together it's destruction. But if they can have a chance to stop one of them and let the other one go off, I think with Derrick Rose, who's just as good as both of them, I think they have a good enough team. I think the Bulls are still better all around. They're much deeper than the Heat. The Heat have 2.5 great players. The Bulls have 1 great player in a very, very, very good rest of their team with Boozer, with Noah, with Deng.
Yeah, Boozer he's had plenty of off nights in these playoffs.
Yes.
Where Rose had to score like 44 points.
And I think I don't think Bosh is physical enough to stop a Boozer.
I think he's the key. I think he's the key to the series. Bosh needs to step up offensively, especially if they're going to win this series.
What is the Heat's biggest weakness?
I'd say it's mainly just...
It's interior defense.
I was actually about to say
interior defense. And the Heat have not had to play that. Without Perkins, with Perkins, the defense, the series would have been much different. They basically have to stop Garnett and basically nothing. With Boozer and Noah there, that's going to be very, very tough for Bosh and whoever. It's Jonas Ilgauskas, whoever's their second guy, Joel Anthony. That's going to be extremely tough. LeBron and Dwayne Wade are very good, but I think after that momentum high right there after they beat the Celtics, I think going into the next series,
execute the Bulls.
I think the next series they're going to look past the Bulls. Actually, I think they think the Celtics were the team to beat, and they beat them. I think the Bulls take. Right now I think the Heat might be the favorites in the series. I think the Bulls are going to look at that. I think Tom Thibodeau is going to get this team defensively ready. They're the best defensive team in the game. I think they're going to stop those 2 guys. I look for the Bulls to win in 6.
I say Heat in 6.
All right. Well, we have NHL coming up for you. Yes, that's right. 2 parts to cover the first part. All right. Well, part 3 coming up on the way. NHL. Stay tuned.